Crack-a-lackin'. Oh my gosh. Okay, welcome everybody to a full hot cup of coffee and art in the morning. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Way out of the way. So, I have a kind of a fun thing planned today. I hope it'll be fun. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my plan, but we have one. Oh, okay. Thanks, Jean. Um, so yeah, just been chatting with the gals before I hit record, saying good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I am a little stopped up again. Slept with the window open, fan blowing in the face. But yeah, it's all good. So where's my book? Here it is. So what have I been working on? I've been working on my Inktober and a portrait commission. And so today well, during the show anyway, I'm going to take a little break and do something different. But this was my Inktober from yesterday. And I know it's going to flash out because it's white paper. And I like it. It was fun and it was kind of creepy. But when I look at it, his little, and this is supposed to be one of those frilled neck lizards. But I should have made this bigger so it didn't look like his body was growing out of his head. Know what I mean? He's supposed to be like coming down, like coming out at you, but it looks like his body's growing out of his head because his frill wasn't big enough. So next time we need more frills. We need more frills. But anyway, I'm okay with it because it was a little different, a little creepy. Gave him a mustache and a kind of a creepy look, and but it is what it is. So there's that. Then I'm working on, and I did have permission to show this, and I actually have permission to work on it on the show, but I haven't had a chance to work on it on the show. So this is a commission that I'm working on. It's a husband and wife, and this is as far as I got so far. And I do have their eyes pretty well, done in, but their skin, I haven't done anything to the skin except the white highlights. So this is a commission that I'm working on currently. So yeah, there's that. And try to get that done this week. All right, let's see. And yeah, it was that yeah. So anyway, my Inktober is a little it was a little off, but hey, hey, hey. Okay, so today what I want to do though is kind of take a break from my detailed stuff, although I still have to do Inktober for today and I need to work on my portraits a little bit more because I'm trying to get that done by the end of the week. So, but I was saying before I hit record that I have tons of faux ephemera, and and I don't do scrapbooking like I used to, but and my style has probably evolved that I wouldn't probably use a lot of faux ephemera in my scrapbooking anymore anyway. And I'm not going to pull out books and stuff right now to show you how my style has evolved, where I use a lot of junk and stuff in my scrapbooking, but I'm overwhelmed with junk. So I was I just rearranged my room the other day, and and when you do that, you find the bins and boxes and things that you haven't seen for a while. And so I came across another one. It's one of these big tubs. It's probably, I'm not sure how big this is. It's 12, 13, maybe 16 by 16. It's one of the big ones. And it's probably about 6 inches deep. And I have two of these. One is full of my old photographs that I've yet to scrapbook. So I literally have a box this big full of photographs yet to scrapbook. And I have 25, at least 25. Most of them are the 3-ring binders that are 3 inches thick. 25 scrapbooks already full, and I still have a full-on bin of that's, and I'm talking about that's the more recent photos. That's not including my vintage photographs of my relatives and things like that. So hello Julie P, Nat, anybody else popping in? So anyway, what I want to do is this box right here is really not even faux. It's not like the little K and Company packs, although there may be some of that in there too. I have other drawers full of K and Company faux ephemera and that type of store-bought ephemera. You know what I mean. But this is actually a lot of old cards and doilies and paper. I don't even know what all's in here. And I have tons of this stuff. I have other boxes, but I've tried to, I keep trying to condense it and whittle it down and get rid of it. So one of the ways that you can do to get rid of that stuff, let me grab my stack here. One of the ways you can get rid of it, I don't need all this, is to use it in collage bits that you can either cut up or use in a junk journal, mixed media journal, art journal, or whatever. Now I don't want that white paper there until I'm ready to, because it's going to flash the camera out. So I have not decided if I just want to glue things to individual cardstock and then have that ready to use to cut up, because you know it's great. You've seen me use my old art journal pages, the stacks and stacks of old art journal pages that I've deconstructed art journals and cut those up to make bases. Let's see, is this one stack here maybe? Is this one of the stacks? Yeah. So here's a stack of old art journal pages that I've cut up from using from old art journal pages to use for art cards. Now, I don't really make ATCs anymore, artist trading cards that are 2.5 by 3.5. I make art cards that are 3 by, what are they, 3 by 4? 3 by, good grief. I forget how big my art cards are. Where's a ruler? Where's a ruler? Hang on, guys. 3 by 4, I think. I think they're 3 by 4. I make them a little bigger. 3 by 4. So, so they're bigger. They have a little bit more real estate to play on than ATCs. Now, don't get me wrong. I love ATCs. I've got binders and binders full of ATCs because I used to do swaps for about 4 years. So I have tons of them. But these are leftover art journal pages that I've cut up to use. I need more coffee. Oh, no, Donna. That I used to make my art cards, my collage mixed media cards. Although most of the time I just start my art cards with white cardstock. But I don't like this to go to waste. So these are some of my old art journal pages that I've cut up to use for my art cards. So you can kind of get the idea here. Where's that rubber band? Where'd it go? I'm going to get another one. I'm a little stocked up today, guys. I slept with the window open, so if you hear me coughing and clearing my throat, I enjoyed the bigger art cards. You can see more detail. Yeah, like the 4 by 6. Yeah. You're welcome, Scooby. Thanks for sharing the happy mail. So there's that. I am also, I also do the postcard size, which is 4 by 6, which is what Scooby's talking about. So we haven't done this in a while, but with just some cardstock, and again, I don't want to really put that out there because it's going to flash the camera out. I'm going to look through the bin here. And what I like to do, though, is glue this stuff onto cardstock to either be used as an art journal base or like a junk journal base, which you can still do the same kind of work that you do on the little cards, just bigger. Or do I just want to glue that on the cardstock to cut up, which we've done that many times. Let me get that over here. I have to keep walking around my table now that I rearranged my room. So let's see which one's a good example. Got a bunch of trays here. These are ATCs. I'm trying to see where my, guys, art card bin is rather than the ATC. Well, I'll show you the ATC one because I'm not sure which one without knocking over my lamp. Okay, so for instance, here's one of my many ATC trays. These are all ATCs in process. Again, I don't really do ATCs anymore, but it's the same principle as the ATCs where we cut up the backgrounds to use to make ATCs. We can make art cards with. So these are older ones when I was doing, ATCs, and so I got tons of those. So anyway, ooh, this one looks cool. I forgot about this one. This one's got my spackling border on it. So that was actually my first Ustream show. This may have actually been from that show. My very first Ustream show 6 years ago was showing you how to spackle using actual, DAP, I think it is. Is that what the name of brand is? I don't know. Anyway, just spackling, like spackling that you spackle walls with. How to make these borders out of spackling. Now we also have molding paste, any of that stuff that hardens. And so that was my very first ATC, my very first Ustream show was showing how to do that. So yeah. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Without knocking over the lamp. So what I want to do though is my decision this morning, and it doesn't really matter as far as doing the project, because if I do decide to make a junk journal, I can just poke holes in these and put it in a binder, for goodness sake. So there's a game called Memory. Using art cards look like fun. I don't know. The only, I have that set of, but that's not it. Okay, I have Kyla Givehand's mixed media collage prompt cards, but I don't think I've ever seen a game called Memory using art cards. Yeah, you can use the spackle instead of the paste, right. Do you still have copies of your old shows? No, well, Dragonfly, I have them on an external hard drive. When Ustream a few years ago, we used to just be able to upload as much as we wanted, and then Ustream, I don't know what happened exactly behind the scenes, but they said y'all have, I think it was, what was it, a month, Carrie? You have a month to save your videos because anything more than so many gigabytes is going to be deleted. And so however many that is, I don't remember. So I still have probably, we can still keep 10, 20 shows depending on how long it is. But all those from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 years ago, before I started uploading to YouTube 2 years ago, they're all gone. Well, let me put it this way. I picked the best ones and downloaded them onto an external hard drive, but I did not put those up. They're not on YouTube. Yeah. But here's the thing, Dragonfly. I'll do a new show on any project that you want. Yeah, the great Ustream scramble. And so we're all downloading each other's videos and trying to save things. And it was a scramble, but, it is what it is. It's free. I mean, what do you. Anyway, so that being said, if there is something you want to see that we can always do new shows. As a matter of fact, what I'm doing, this project here is something we did long ago, using collage bits to either start an art journal page or just using that to cut up for art cards or ATCs. Okay, where's my coffee? All right. So we'll see how this goes. We'll probably have to spend a little bit of time sorting here because I did not look in this bin. Here's the bin opened up with, I don't even know what all's in here. I seriously do not remember what all is in here. It's fairly organized because I'm a flipper. If I want to sort something or organize something, I do it so I can flip through it. If it's piled up or stacked up, my mind doesn't work that way. And everybody has different ways that work for their organization. Some people can work out of piles, some can work out of drawers, some can work off of shelves, stacks. I like my everything vertical so I can flip through it. So I'm just going to pull a stack of stuff here, and I have no idea what all's in here. But I want to be able to use, okay, here's an old Royal Mail. I just want to make sure there's no address. Okay, there's no addresses on here. Like I'll save things like this. This kind of stuff, you like my scrapbook videos? Thanks, Kiggles. Yeah. I haven't done scrapbooking videos much in the last couple years on YouTube. Although, like I said, I can always do flips of my old scrapbooks, which I've done a couple of times. It just seems like our group now is more interested in, mixed media, coloring, and other things, So it's not that I can't do any of that other stuff. It's just that, I want to do things that interest people on my YouTube channel or on Ustream and YouTube. I wonder why not just. I just stuff yours into whatever's. Yeah, but the thing is then it never gets, for me, it never gets used that way, Janet. Unless I'm like, now I did have bins of stuff like this that I would just dig through a lot when I was doing more scrapbooking because I would just pick random things. Because when I scrapbook, I don't necessarily have to I don't have to go to London to use this or have photographs of somebody in London to use this. This could go on any random page for me. It has nothing to do with anything, but the look of it, So, so I won't do flips right now. Oh, I won't do flips right now, or cartwheels for that matter. But I do have all kinds of things, to, faux money, bingo cards. Look, an old M&M. This kind of stuff is awesome on scrapbook pages. I'm telling you, you just don't realize, guys, how you could take any of this stuff and make a layout based on, like, here's some orange color like this. I'm telling you, I could make a page out of anything right there and throw a picture on it, throw some sequence on it, put a picture on this, and there you go. I'm telling you, that's how I scrapbook. But I got so much of this. So what I want to do is I want to kind of sort through it. Now, the smaller little, this is the kind of stuff that needs to be glued down. Okay, and I even have this is one of the Joss papers or a couple of those. I have literally a bag of this. So papers. Oh, and speaking of random things, I do have to say this real quick. I don't see APG Jamie. She doesn't come in much because her time schedule. But I did get a card from APG Jamie. And if y'all don't know, Artist Poet Girl, you are in a drawing every now and then. So when it hits the fan, make artful splatters. So congratulations, you won the card lottery. The enclosed card was made using a photograph of a journal page I did in September. And if you want to see how I did the page, please visit my video on my YouTube channel. And the show is called Fan Art, dated 10/7. Or if not, Either way, the card is yours to keep as a gift. Again, congratulations on winning the card lottery. Jamie does this every so often. So I wanted to show you that. And she sent some music paper and some old book paper. And so I had to share that with you. But I won the card lottery this month. Uh, you're going through your stuff right now, Terry Trouble. Oh my gosh, I know, right? So anyway, like here's, I'm not sure what this is, a vintage, this is some kind of a vintage Asian paper too. I don't know if it's one of the, like the Joss papers or what. And some of this I've been sent and it's just stuck in here. And these I think were stickers. These are like, yeah, these are stickers, I believe. And this actually is faux ephemera. This is from a package of something that was on clearance or somebody sent it one or the other. Got some, let's see what this is here. Some old newspapers. Okay, this is, I don't remember who it's from. It's from the Australian Post. So I'm thinking it might have been from Jen, Ozjen. I met them in 1974. So it's probably Jen because we're probably the same age. The Bay City Rollers. Now, I never saw the Bay City Rollers, but trust me, in the 70s, I saw every American band, well, and British band that came here. Um, my favorite band, probably of the time period, my sister liked more of the, uh, I can't think of it now. I just had it on my tip of my tongue and I can't think of it now. But my favorite was Humble Pie. So, that's where I won't even get into the whole rock and roll thing right now. But anyway, so I think Jen sent me that. I'm not sure because it's from Australia in 74. Here's another one with some little bits in. Not sure. Changes color with your mood. Oh, a mood ring. Look, mood ring advertisement. How much? I didn't win any money. Oh, look, I got old like SpongeBob SquarePants. It looks like a game. Some white cardstock that I must have done a project in, some old book papers. All right, so I'm going to start moving things over this way that I'm going to use, like, um, little things like this. This is the kind of stuff. Here's a little desirable little thing that says joy. This is off of some clothing, gloves, men's gloves, but it's a chipboard. At the time I thought this will make a great tag. I've been looking for stickers like that for your granddaughter school book. Well, I'm not sure if they are stickers, Orla. I'm thinking they might be. I don't know. I'm trying to see. Okay, there's the outer ring. So yeah, okay. Look, they're alphabets. It's an alphabet that's individual. Let's keep that on there because that's still good. The ring. Do you want me to send you a couple, Orla? Now I can't promise. Now, guys, if I say I'm going to send you something out of all this, don't get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry like next week, okay? You love the Bay City Rollers, Lindsay? I have to get going. Okay. Thanks, Scooby Girl. Shout out to Zandra. Oh, okay, yeah, Scooby. I sent her as a thank you card for the Happy Mail she sent. I sent her a postcard and one of Zandra's Octopus Rolly Eye cards. And so Scooby is saying, thank you, Zandra. She loved your Rolly Eye Octopus card. Okay, where are they? Where'd they go? Where'd I put them? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll send you a couple of these, Orla. Let me get my... Okay. All right. So let's just keep going. See, like I have lots of old tags and things like that. Receipts and I don't know what all. But I want to pick out... Now I'm going to just throw that piece of plastic away. Plastic, unless you're actually doing something... I don't know. I got a lot of this. I made a lot of junk journals. And let me see if I can reach up there and get my, let me see if I can get my, look at little old Kleenex bags, the portable Kleenex bags, the little packets. All right, so some of this may not be as useful as I thought it was going to be. There's a little cat card. There's a Mary Englebright friendship things. I could use those just for send outs. Let's make stacks here. Okay, here's a bag. And I don't remember who sent me these because a few people have sent me these, but that's a good one to use. Some library pocket cards, Old K and Company. Just these, what do you call it? Packaging. That's good for gluing down. Here's a couple of, these need to go up here in my Project Live section. See, again, there's a cool bookmark. And some of y'all, you're going to see this time go, oh, I remember I sent you that. I'll put this, like this bookmark, I'll put it over in the giveaway stuff. So, yeah, like that. So, that was just that little stack there. This is not what I'm not using. Here's stuff I am going to use. So, I'm going to just kind of separate. An old bag. What was it? Oh, let me reach up here and see without knocking over my table. I have to climb up over my table. So this is a kind of junk journals I've made. Now this one, I've shown it before. This was from Tara. Remember, y'all know Tara. She had a junk journal challenge. She said you had to use only old stuff you had. You couldn't buy anything or use anything. And I know I've shown this before. It's been a while. But I took an old pair of my overalls. I can't believe you hid this last D-stash. From Denise's last D-stash. You know what, actually, Jean? This and the drawers of actual faux ephemera, like the K and Company stuff, like this kind of stuff that you buy. I have about 3 drawers of this stuff. That's in my, drawers behind the table, behind the shelf, in the shelf. I can get it out if I need to, but I have to move a couple of paint carts to get to it. But this kind of stuff I have filed in drawers. But this kind of stuff, I literally had, I don't even remember how many big, big bins. Like the bins I have my 12 by 12 scrapbook paper in? Bins like that, full of this kind of stuff. This is all that's left of that, those. So we did go through it, Jean. I threw away, I don't know how many bins full of this kind of stuff. And I know people go, oh, I would have taken it, but yeah, would you pay $15 for a box of it? Probably not, because it's just trash. So, it's the shipping, guys, that gets us all. The shipping is what gets us. I mean, I love giving stuff away, but I can't afford the shipping, of boxes and boxes of stuff. So anyway, yeah, I used to wear overalls like this probably all through the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. These were my actual overalls from the Gap, and I think Old Navy sells them now, but I used to get them from the Gap. And I lived in them. Lived in overalls, guys. I mean, I know. Don't go there, but I love my overalls. And it was a sad day when they went out of style. But then they did kind of come around, but not to the extent that they were, right? So I took one of my old pair and I cut them down and used the actual, so here's like, if you actually do use it as a journal, which I don't. I just made this for the challenge. But the thing is see, look, if you used it for a sketchbook or anything, you could actually put your, pens and everything in it. If you could make it, you could actually make this into a usable book, is what I'm saying. I just made it into a junk journal. So, I got it upside down? No. All right, so you open it up, and what I used for the base, and again, I didn't really finish it off, but what I used for the base is one of those accordion file folders. We're not getting a lot done, are we? One of those small accordion file folders. That's what I used as the base. See, there's the accordion part right in here. And this was one of the accordion parts that had dividers in them. So, let me move this down just a little. So this is what I use. And again, I'd kept the pockets so you could put things in the pockets. And the challenge that she had for us was to only use trash. And I don't mean like, with food on it, not that kind of stuff. Night Kiggles, thanks for coming in. Sleep well. And yeah, the red rope file folders. I think that's what it was, Suzanne, exactly. So I used old greeting cards and old packaging. Look, see, like there's the, hang on, guys, I froze for a second. There's an old Club Cracker packaging, and I just duct taped that in as a base to make the to make the book. See, there's the sides. See, the sides look like that. Okay, and there was no sewing. I glued everything. Everything was glued. This is the book that Carla needs to see. Where's Carla? Um, so then I took and I just pinned one of the seams. This is like one of the seams off the leg, or maybe it was the waist. I don't remember. And I used the buttonholes to use that to tie it together and all that. So it was all glued and knotted and pinned, I guess that just came from my hippie days. Sorry guys, I'm just like, give me something to embroider. No, not quite, but anyway. So yeah, duct tape and just anything just to put it together. So what I did, it's all just leftover bits of packaging. Popcorn, Seven Gypsies. Do I have this upside down? I might have it. No, I don't know. Anyway, doesn't really matter which way it goes. The tops of envelopes, the packaging, old postcards and cards. So this was the challenge. So again, I've never used it, but I did use 2 birthday cards from that the girls got Hubster, and they're and they I'm hoping they still work. They seem to. But anyway, so this one says it's your birthday. So it's yeah, these are the birthday cards. And then here's another one that one of the others, Happy Birthday, Dad. And Hubster's not going to ever keep these, right? If I don't do something with them. So I thought I'm going to make me a musical junk journal. So I put them in there to have musical junk journals, right? So that's all it is. Look, there's a thing from Peeps, a Foofala ribbon. So anyway, and you could actually make this something really nice, guys, if you really, if you really wanted to use it for something, you could actually make this into something kind of cool. But, so I just used the straps to come around and actually close the journal like that. So yeah, there's my junk journal. You like the musical cards? All right, so let me put that down there. Let's get back to it. I messed up my stack here. So this segment will be sorting. The next one will be gluing, because I think we're going to be a while just sorting. All right, so let's get the next little stack out. So let's take out bingo cards. Remember the jumbles? Did anybody ever? This was so fun to work. Your folder is making you hungry, Lindsay. Making you hungry. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying, Julie P., right? It's a great recycling project. And I think that's what Tara had in mind when she had us do that challenge, is recycling things. And that's what we did. And so, yeah, anybody remember the jumbles? Yeah. Some postcards. I think Paula sent me this from the corrugate, And again, this would be something to make a cool book out of, Bingo cards. I'll use another one of those. Now, if I use a bingo card or any kind of card like this, if you're going to glue it on a piece of cardstock to cut up for a journal page, or I mean art cards, or to use a journal page, it's best if you take it apart and make it and take the layers apart because it's so thick. If you can take off a lot of the, and it doesn't matter if it tears because it's going to be a mixed media thing anyway, but to pull off the layers because it's so, the cardstock is so thick, you know, to glue it down and then try to cut it up into art cards. If you can like peel it back, you're going to have better success when you go to, same for this one. This is from an actual game. You'll have better success in using it on a mixed media page. Yes, Paula's kind of got, you got one too, Carrie? Yeah, that was from years ago. So see, now it's like paper instead of a hard cardstock. And then, you know, you could always use this for other things too. I'm not, but you could. Okay, so I got more bingo cards, actual little bingo game, a lot of bingo stuff. That was a popular thing on, you know, projects for quite a while. All right, let's just see what else I got. Okay. Yeah, I think this pack is all my Asian. Okay, so here's another here's another thing that I did when I was scrapbooking a lot. I would divide things up by type. Let me get a sip of coffee. Sorry guys, I slept with the fan and the window open, so I'm really kind of, I'm trying not to, you know, sneeze and stuff on you. I would divide things up by subject. Like this is all my Asian papers. Origami papers, Joss papers, all kinds of Asian stuff. Asian theme. I would divide things up by theme, especially when I was doing a lot of, you know, ATC swaps. I'd have bags of stuff divided by theme, like nature. I'd have a whole bag of flowers, leaves, plants, anything floral, you know, anything nature. I'd have a bag of nature. I'm down to just, I think this is my last official themed bag of stuff, and it's my Asian stuff. Bye, Suzanne. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me just, we're going to sort through here. And I do have a few scrapbook papers left in here. Like when I was sorting through my bins, Denise goes, "You don't need that." But I love this paper. We're going to use that today. This is thicker cardstock. So I don't want to use the thicker cardstock, but this was leftover scrapbook papers that I just couldn't throw away. I have to use it for something. Well, we're going to use it today. I always think of the sisters. I need to pull this out because they probably have 50 copies of this piece of paper, right? But I'm going to pull that out to send to the sisters. And, you know, mustaches. This is a, you know, faux ephemera piece of, you know, this kind of stuff. Here's some Tim Holtz tickets, just some bit of flour. So this is the kind of stuff I could not bear to throw away because I like the design or whatever. Here's one that's got, this is velvet-like. Now, I can't really glue on top of that because it's that velveteen, but I'm going to pull that out because that's a good give, you know, hand off. So here's some more bits. So anyway, is this not, I mean, this is probably, tell me guys if this is just not something you want me to watch me do. Because if it's not, I think this was when, this might have been, yeah, this is from our High Museum. One of the flyers that came in the High Museum because we were members of it. So I don't even remember what year this was or when it's not a date on it. Give me 5 minutes to shop for free in my craft area. See, that's a thing, you know. I have sent a few people boxes of stuff if they pay for the shipping, but you know, it's hard to do that, guys, because you just never know what people are going to want. So I have a lot of greeting cards left. Some of these are vintage. I forget who sent me some vintage ones. Somebody sent me, these are not anybody's cards. They were vintage greeting cards that somebody got like at a, you know, flea market or something. Yes, I know. Terry says, well, you're asking people who literally like watching paint dry. I know. And so they're like, love Ruth. Well, and then the next one is love somebody. They're vintage though. They're not antique, but they're vintage. I actually do have some antique greeting cards from way back when. But these are just like vintage. And they're just cool to look at, right? But you can't throw this away. Perk up. All right, who has actually used and made coffee in this? I actually have an old camping one. When the electricity went out, you cannot go wrong making coffee in a percolator. Now might have been an electric one, but I have actually the camping stove kind. I love this. I'm gonna pull that one out. A get well memento. Look, it has a little watch thing in there. And I'm sure some of these are older than others. I'm not sure if I see any dates. Copyright. I can't see the date. I mean, that's some tiny stuff there, people. I know, Julie, right? Oh, look. When you're sick, I'm so blue. I need to actually use this for a get well card for somebody. Like, actually send this to somebody. Okay, I think this part of, no, this is a vintage file folder index card. Oh, index card box. Look, it's actually the box that index cards came in. Look at it, how old that is. Yes, I know. I know. And Grandma and Grandpa used to have, they'd go camping, right? And now, mind you, Grandma was a trooper. Now, when we were growing up, my first grandpa and grandma, Grandma's first grandpa, my real grandpa, before she, remarried, um, they would take us camping, and that's how I learned to fish. Let me get some here to pull the light in. I learned to fish when I was like, knee high to a grasshopper, and camping and all that. I have pictures of us out camping. I don't know if I remember where those are, if Mom has them all. I don't remember. I'd have to dig them out. But anyway, I have pictures of us fishing and camping out and all that. Well, um, where was I going? I took so many rabbit trails, I can't find my way back. Oh my gosh, what was I going to say? Oh, okay. So camping. So anyway, grandma, after she remarried, and they would go on vacation. They had, the pull along, like this. They had like this. They'd go vacationing like this. And my grandma would always say, it's really not a vacation for me when I have to pull my kitchen behind me. It's not really a vacation when I have to pull my kitchen behind me. And I have some of these old butterflies. I think these were from Michael's on the clearance. That's good for a giveaway. I'm making a separate pile over there for giveaway. Okay, see, all kinds of notepads, more bingo, more of these, like these kind of things. I should pull these out and put these in birthday cards. Okay, so we're sorting here. We're making the Happy Mail stacks. Um, I know, isn't that funny, Grandma? So anyway, some of this stuff can just be in Happy Mail. So I'm kind of glad I'm going through it. Again, this is actually faux ephemera stuff. The kind that you would buy in K and Company packs. It's not real ephemera, it's faux ephemera. But stuff like this, see, if you take it apart, though, you don't want it on the heavy cardstock. That's not going to tear. Very easy. You need to wet it sometimes. It's better to, glue things torn off of the card if you can, in fact, get it off. The newer stuff is a little trickier because they use better, well, I say they use better glue. You might need that bingo card. Which one, Carrie? I've got 100 bingo cards. Do you want some bingo cards? No, Carrie. I want to know if you're going to actually use it, girl. Girl? Because I know you. You'll end up with a bin just like this and we don't use it. We all love this stuff. We love getting it. We love it, but then we don't use it. So that's what we're supposed to be doing here today. Okay, that's been enough, I think, to use. Okay. Some doilies. Again, this has probably got a few stacks of them. You know, we'll use a doily. I'm just picking out some odd stuff to use. Okay, here's some birthday. See, this is the kind of stuff I need to throw in our birthday cards. So I'm going to pull that out for the birthday cards. Okay, this is like a faux postage, some faux stuff. Faux, like as in fake. Okay, when we say faux, we mean fake. Fake ephemera, faux ephemera. I actually do these bingo. You actually do these bingo. All right, Carrie, let me get back over here and I'm going to pull some bingo stuff out. Let me put your name on it, Carrie. Hang on, I got some other ones over here. Where'd they go? Where'd my bingo cards go? Where did I put them? I might have already pulled those out. All right, let's put Carrie's name on bingo. Today's giveaway is brought to you by Faux Ephemera. Yeah, I had some. Where are those other ones that I had just had a stack? Ah, here we go. Okay. Got some of these other ones too, Carrie. All right. What am I slipping on under here? Another card. Oh. So yeah, see all these little cards and things like that. All right, we're going to get to a glue project shortly. But some of this stuff is good for like putting in Happy Meal. So I'm going to make stacks. Look. You want? See, this is actually the stuff that I kept. This is the stuff that I kept that I saved. I rescued. This is the stuff I rescued from Denise when she helped me do the clean out. Oh, there's another little SpongeBob card. There's a Gary. Valentine's Day. And look, little vintage. Oh, some of these now are actually, yeah. Some of these are actually, Annie was going to throw these away. My daughter Annie. Now, mind you, I'm not going to say how old my daughters are, but y'all kind of know. These were hers when she was in school, in grade school, and she kept them for a lot of years. Well, when we cleaned out some of the boxes in the garage, I'll just throw those away. I don't need those. Throw them away. I went, no, we can't throw these vintage Valentine. Well, they're not vintage. Well, they're probably almost vintage. They're probably from the 80s, okay? They're from the 80s. We can't throw these vintage Valentines away. So, yeah. I kept them. A lot of Garfield, Ziggy. That must have been the pack of the year. You know, we buy those packs of Valentines. Now, this one is real. I think this is an actual vintage one. Look, this is not. I don't think this is one of Annie's. Yes, y'all are about the same age, Carrie. I think they're a little older. Now, I don't want to get this mixed up in there. That's my focus card. All right, so let's see. Hang on, guys. All right, so I'm keeping the Annie's cards there. All right, let's get another stack here. And then also, look. Don't laugh at me. Don't judge me. Okay, so these are strips, some of them anyway, off of, I think these are the only ones I kept. Denise made me throw away most of them. I kept all the strips off the ends of scrapbook papers. The edging off. Look, here's where pigs fly. The edgings off of scrapbook papers because people, these are perfect for edging cards, art cards. Love that you have to stop people throwing your stuff away. You are feeling so alone. Yes, I do have a bunch of actual antique cards, Carrie. Yeah, I've shown those before. Yeah, so these are strips and borders, and this is all I could keep from Denise. This is all. This made it through the purge. But these are from. This is from, and I had them in a journal at one point because you can see I poked holes in them. But we'll use some of these. Treat you like a queen. Again, though, it's kind of thick. I don't know if I can peel these back or not. It would be nice if I could because they are on the cardstock side. Well, we'll see what we can do with those. Okay, did I go through this back? Yeah, see, here's some these are like postcards that I got from the High Museum. I'll use that for like Happy Mail. Let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, this is faux ephemera here. The kind of faux ephemera you buy at that's Heidi Swapp, I think. Here's some red. I don't like to use shiny stuff when I glue it down. I kept my strips. Also, your granddaughters laugh at me. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, so yeah, I'm not sure we're making too much headway. Now, here's a stack of. This is another thing that's good to stick in Happy Mail. Plastic overlays. Pull that out and then these are some postcards. Not sure if I bought. Some of these were probably given to me, and some I probably bought at the High Museum. So postcards are good for giveaways. Okay, faux ephemera to the side. I'm looking for ephemera. Again, plastic overlays, not good for gluing down and doing stuff over. But I'm loving finding this stuff. We'll use this stuff. We'll tear this up. I know there's somebody probably knows what stack this is from. I love these, but they're not doing any good in this bin, are they? Again, a piece of paper. I love that paper. I wouldn't let Denise get that. Or this, or this. I think this is some basic gray. They don't make Valentines like they used to back in the day. They had glitter. Remember one that had Cupid with glitter? Yeah, because that's, they're more, you could probably still find them. They'd be more expensive. Oh, look. Is this a leftover? This is one of my leftover baby wipes. Or maybe somebody sent me this one. Here's a little bag. See, again, this is the kind of stuff that's good for Happy Mail. Somebody's little, this is a box. Looks like this looks like a bridal shower box. It turns into a box. See, it's a fold out like an origami box. There's some, I think this might be, I don't know if this is from, I don't remember. This is the German scrap. Like we would use this stuff as borders on ATC borders. This stuff right here. This is awesome for bordering ATCs. And as you can see, I also have it here with my doilies. I'll pull out a couple of those to use. There's a green one. Jean. So we won't use all those. Oh, a pretty look. See? I mean, how can you throw this away? I don't remember. I don't know what was from Stamping 10 Terry Trouble because it scrolls off by the time. Okay, here's a piece of map. Here's some postcards. I forget one of y'all sent me these. We'll put those in actual giveaways. Saturday Evening Post. Okay, so those will be good for giveaways. We could probably use that. Okay. I'm trying to find stuff to glue. Here's some Bo Bunny matte paper. I think, Carrie, you've already got this stack, don't you? A piece of vellum. See, all this stuff, guys. These are good. Uh-oh, that one fell behind the table. Okay, so now at the bottom of this, I think the rest of this is paper. Oh, look, a round card. We'll use that. Oh, coasters. What else do I have in here? Oh, here's another bag. We'll use some of this. A key tag from parking somewhere. Mini cards. Look, some little what's her name? JBS. What's her name? We met her. Darcy, me, and Denise met her at the scrapbook expo a few years ago. I forget her name. Okay, so I have a lot of scrapbook paper here that could be cut down into a mixed media journal. That's what I need to do. I think we'll do that first. Oh, look, here's some of my leftover table pages. These are leftover from my covering my table. Some of the girls made me keep some of it. Oh, I sent a lot of it out, but this is what my desk would look like. And then I would, because right now I use black craft paper. I use black craft paper for covering my table. But this is when I used actual craft paper. And yeah, made junk journals out of this stuff. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to make a junk journal with, because, I mean, guys, I'm going to show you here. Hang on. This is what I'm told. Here's another piece of a bag. Look, this is what I'm talking about. This is at the bottom of it. It's all a stack of, this is literally the scraps of scrapbook paper I did not let Denise throw away. Terry said, everybody's saying, it looks like you're going through my stuff. Oh, the papers that I had the tool punched. Okay, this was a stack. It came in. I bought this. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby some years ago. I don't remember, Terry. But anyway, so this is the scrapbook scraps that I would not let Denise trash. Okay, but if we could make a junk journal out of this, that would be really awesome. All right, let's see. Let me put some of this, let me get this bin off my desk. Let's see what we can do here. Or maybe make a couple of them. All right, I got rings. I got a box of rings in a little cigar box. We can make some junk journals. What do y'all think? Are y'all with me? Are you with me? Hey, Carol, Renee. Anybody else popping in? I have a box of those scraps. No, let's everybody get your scraps out, or at least make a note to get your scraps out and make something with them. We're going to do that. Now, you can go about this a couple different ways. You could go and cut this up. I think I knocked my camera into next week. I don't want to lose my Sherry card. There's my focus card. It got a little dark in here. Let's see, do I need another light? Need some more light. I know. Well, that's what I'm saying, Juju. So there's a couple different ways you can use this stuff. You can have like a composition book and glue and make a fluffette. Y'all know what fluffette is. Where's fluffette? Here, I'll show you. You can make a composition book that looks like this. Hang on, I got to reach up on the top shelf. I got fluffette up here. Uh-oh. Don't everything fall out of these fluffette. Oh no. Don't fall out. Okay. So you can make a junk journal that looks like this. This is fluffette. This is a composition book. I named her Fluffette because Bryn, who's really not around much anymore, but Bryn made a book I call Fluffy. Her book Fluffy is about that fluffy. This is not quite as fluffy as Bryn's book, so I called it Fluffette. So you can make a Fluffette. So you could do that. Let me put this back up here without everything falling out. It sits precariously on my shelf where I can stare at it along with my Boo and I made these one year. We made I can't even say it. People out of beads, beetles. We made beetles, like not a T, but a D. So we made these little beetles girls out of beads and in vintage blocks and little wire arms. So we made these one year. Because Boo and I used to make all her Christmas gifts that she would give away. We've done all kinds of projects. But anyway, these are her little beetles. The two I kept. Okay, so yes, I give away a lot of those journals and stuff like that. So that's the options. So we can make, like, using a composition book. Like, I got some old ones right here. Let's see. Let me reach over here, guys. The composition book one. Blank composition books. I think this one's blank. Let's see. Yeah. So you can get these for like 50 cents at Walmart during back to school days. So you can use a composition book to make a junk journal. Maybe we'll do we'll do them both at the same time. Or you can use like rings to make your own. Julie Topaz says, I have 2 fluffettes and started number 3 yesterday. I know, right? So yeah, this is my little box here. I got all kinds of little metal things in here. And then I got my bag of rings. Okay. So we could do a combination of both using all this stuff. Oh, I didn't even look at my Asian stuff. This is all my like origami papers, Joss papers, Asian newspapers. So yeah, maybe some of this too. Annie would get me a lot of this stuff at in LA, in the Asian stores there. Like this. I'm not sure what this says, but this is like, I don't know if it's prayers. And I don't mean any disrespect using any of this stuff, you know. But I mean all kinds of stuff like that. Okay. Sip of coffee time. So what do y'all think? Should we do a combination of both? Do I need to build it on cardstock? Do I need to have a base of cardstock? See, my original intention when we started... Hey, Carla, you need to go back and watch this video. You love this one. When I upload it. This is right up your alley, Carla. So anyway, initially we wanted to... And again... initially, I was thinking of using just white cardstock and making the bases and gluing everything down to use to cut up into our cards. But now I think we're moving on to some junk journals. So I can use a combination of cardstock. Do I want to use cardstock? Do I want to make rubber band books? Do I want to... Where's my bone folder? Do I want to... Do I want to use rings? I'm not going to repeat it all right now, Carla, but yeah, you would like all the junk and paper and stuff we're using. Okay, so let me think a second, guys. Do I want to glue, do I want to actually make these into rubber band books? Or do I want to make some into journals? Let's see, do I want this size? This is a good size. What size is this? This is 4 by, it's kind of like the Dories, the faux Dories. This is 4 by 8. We could make some 4 by 8 rubber band Dories. They don't even have to worry about shipping rings. That's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to make some 4 by 8, and I'll just cut these down because they're 8.5. I got to get my paper cutter. Hang on. We're going to make Junk-Dories. We're going to make Junk-Dories. And I don't know if that term's been used or not. Um, it probably has, but we're going to make Junk-Doris. How's that sound? And we'll give a couple away. Oh dear, I keep missing stuff while I'm sleeping. Yes, exactly, Donna P. So we're going to make some Junk-Dori signatures, right? But look, this is perfect. I like these these could be good covers. So, and they got holes in them, but that's why they're called Junk-Doris. So we're going to go with 4x8. Oh, baby, we're on a roll now. So let's see how many of these I already have. We're going to use these. These are perfect. And I think these are 8x8, so they should work out exactly right. Yeah. So I'm starting with an 8x8 base. I think, right? Was that right? Oops, sorry guys, I bumped you. Yeah. These are 8x. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, 8x8. Yeah. Now I'm going to have to keep the bee one because I love me some bees. That one will be mine. So we'll make some. We're going to make some Junk-Doris. Yeah. Brought to you by Faux Femme. Oh, I love that, Marilyn. Junk-Doris brought to you by Faux Femme. Love that. And then, I'll use some of this cardstock to glue things on. But I'll have to cut these down. So I have my big cutter over here. Okay, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Now, when we get to 2 hours, I'm going to stop and we'll have to do another part. Okay, because I don't want these videos to get longer than 2 hours. So, do I want the phone on the front? Do I want the bird on the front? I can think the bird and we'll have the phone on the back. That's a good one. Okay. Because I don't want these longer than 2 hours, guys. So at 2 hours, we'll start another segment. How's that sound? And actually, the holes in them, if they were reinforced, could be used for some junk jewelry, to hang, put the little rings on them and have things hanging off. You could do that. Okay, so I'm just going to use up this stack of paper. If y'all have questions, put it in caps because we're on a roll now, baby. We're on a roll now. Treat you like a queen. There's a big heart there. That will have to be, you see, I'm trying to, let's go this way with it. So treat you like a queen's on the front. Since they're 8x8, we can go either way. All right, so let's see how many more of these I have. Now, I can't give away 20 of these today, guys. We'll give away a couple. Hey, Donna P. Today, I mean. Okay, let's see. Do I like that on the front? Yeah, I think so. Oh, we'll have to add Gary. All right, so if you missed it, we went through a big box, a bin, leftover, scrapbook papers, and ephemera. We couldn't decide if we're going to use composition books, which now we're not, so I'm going to set that aside. Although I might end up using this bee for myself. This kind of looks like a honeycomb. I could almost put that bumblebee, put this bumblebee paper on there. I'm kind of liking that. Keep for myself. All right, I don't want to lose Bandit over there. Okay, do I have them all? Did I finish? Is there more in here? Okay, I think I used up all these. All right, so this is the ones we're going to start with. These are our bases. Okay, these are our covers. You haven't missed anything as far as this, Carla. All you missed is we sorted out a bunch of scrapbook paper and leftover faux ephemera and junk mail and all that. But I do want you to see, Carla, if you haven't seen it before, go back so you can see my overall Jean Junk Journal, if you had not seen this on a previous show. Okay, so this is going to be our covers. This journaling is new to me. All I've ever done was painting with oils and painting rocks What's a rubber band journal? Okay, it's a book that's held together with rubber bands. Most of the time, Carrie and I, for about a year, we were making hundreds of file folder journals and file folders, and I don't know if I could put my hands on them right now. And you hold them together with rubber bands. So in other words, let me show you an example here like this. So let's just say these were all your signatures. How you do is you just take a rubber band, you put two together like this. Now, granted, there's a whole, let's look, let me show you. Let's put a whole bunch together. Let's like put three together just to show you the example. Okay, so let's just say this is your signature with multiple pages. Then you have another signature with multiple pages. All you do is put the two signatures together, okay? Take a rubber band and you rubber band them together in the middle at the spine. So you got your two signatures and they're held together with a rubber band. You can continuously add as many as you want. You could make this baby 5 feet thick. You just keep continuously adding rubber bands to bind them together. So that's all it is. That's a rubber band book. Okay? It's just signatures held together with rubber bands. Now, I will say rubber bands do start rotting. They start getting old. So if you're afraid of that, you can do two things. You can change your rubber bands out if you're using the book all the time, or you can use twine and string. Let's see, do I have some right here? What's this right here? Okay, so like this. You can use twine or string or ribbons or anything. Ribbons are really pretty to use because when you put them together with ribbon, you can have things hanging down. So kind of like, hang on, let me get another. Hang on, let me get to this. So this is a faux dory made by one of the sister woman, Jonna. Jonna makes pretty, I forgot what she called them now because we named them together and I can't even remember what we called it. But anyway, they're like Midori's, but they're faux dories. Okay, there's lots of faux dories out there, but not cute. Somebody tell me what Jonna names her dories. It's just slipped my mind because it's been a couple years. Yes, you can. Yeah, we did mix those file folders up in 100 different ways, didn't we, Julie? Um, what was Jonna's faux dories called? Anyway, I bought a few. So here's one of Jonna's dories that I bought. Adorables. Thank you, Carrie. It just totally went out of my mind. So Jonna made these adorables. Okay, and she has the closure on it. Now she only made the covers, right? This is a cover that she made, not the inserts. You have to get your own inserts. But what I wanted to show you here is this is what I'm talking about when you have things hanging off of a journal. Okay, this is my personal adorable that I use. Okay, and she makes these covers. I don't know if she's still making them, but she has families that she supports in not Haiti. Oh, I can't remember now. I'm sorry, Jonna. Sorry. But anyway, she goes over there personally once a year and, helps with families that she personally takes care of over there. And she was selling these to help support that. Okay. And so anyway, see, they've got the little I don't know why I'm thinking, anyway, you can see what I'm talking about. Some things are just slipping my mind because I'm trying to get ahead of myself with all the other projects we're trying to get. Dominica. Was it Dominica? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's, or Dominica, I think is how you say it. Dominica. It's not Dominica Republic, but it's Dominica. And so anyway, so there's a little pin holder and they're really nice. So she was making these for quite a few months and selling them. So I bought a couple for myself. I bought one for my mom. So anyway, quite a few of them. But this is my personal one. I have another one that has flamingos on it. Probably shouldn't show it because Eileen, but no, I'm just kidding. Eileen has we have a thing about flamingos. But anyway, so, but what I was pulling this out was to show you that you can have all kinds of things hanging off of your journals. All right, we're getting way off track here now, guys. We've gone so many rabbit trails. I need to get back on track. Let's put that back over there where it goes. Okay, so sip of coffee. Let's get crack-a-lacking on these. All right, so what I'm going to do, I got another, I think I got some more rubber bands in here. I go through rubber bands a lot, so, yay. I buy them by the bag because I do use them a lot. So, and I keep them in, this sits on my desk. This is a little pencil holder thing that Joycey made out of a Pringles can. This is Joycey's handmade paper. And so she sent me once out of the mini Pringle can. So I use it, I have these other things in here too, but I use it for a rubber band holder. So, yeah. Wrap around easy binding video. Yeah, I can't go look at videos while but anybody else can. So let's see who else is here. Hi, Eileen. Did I say good morning to you, Eileen? I'm sorry if I didn't. We were talking about you earlier, Eileen, the enabler elf. Thanks, everybody, for being here. If I missed saying good morning to you. Hi, CB, Kathy Cass. Tons of y'all here today. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. Leanne. Who else did I might have missed? Pepper Kitty. I know there's a lot of you. Pyro. There's a Sharon L. Shells. Sky. Stacks. Sunset Carol. Thanks, guys, for being here. I've never heard of it. Oh, okay. Someone else asked for it. Oh, okay. Well, it was in caps. So anything that's in caps, I think, is addressed to me. Just, FYI. Okay, so I'm going to make some different signatures. What I'm going to do, these are going to be the covers. Oh, I got to take the rubber band. Take the rubber band off. These are going to be the covers. And I'm going to fold and cut up some cardstock. To put in. And I think 2 signatures together will be good. Just so that whoever, I'm going to do a couple giveaways, whoever gets them you can get the idea. But you can continuously add as many. You saw how big my Dory bowl was. You saw how thick that was. I just continuously added more signatures to it. Now, you can also buy, and I can't get my hand on it right now, but you can buy twine. It comes on a thing like a card. It comes on a card, right? And you can get it at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Oh, I got mine at Hobby Lobby. But it's the stretchy string, okay? It's like the baker's twine kind of, but it's stretchy. It's elastic string. And it comes in multiple colors, like I got some shimmer kind, I've got glitter kind. And it's wrapped around in, like maybe 6 or 7 different little wraps on a card. And it's not that expensive. And what it is, it's yards and feet of stretchy string. So if you don't want to use rubber bands, you can use that stretchy string. I'm looking around here seeing where it's kind of like the same. Here, let me grab this. It's like the same stuff that's on masks. All right, so here's some of my masks. It's not like, here, it's like this. It's like this, okay, but in different colors. It's just like this, like you have on the back of these masks, but it's all like purple, pink, yellow, silver, gold, glitter, shiny. And so this stuff right here works prettier. It's prettier to use than rubber bands. But we're using rubber bands today because I have no idea where my stretchy pretty string is. But anyway, all right, let me throw that back up on the shelf. Okay. Milking a goat? You're milking a goat, Renee? Renee goes, I'm milking my first goat while watching TV. Okay, so now we have our covers. So if I use 2 of these, actually, yeah, because I need 2 to make the signature pretty. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't know if I have time to make 5, but we'll see. Okay, and then if in each one of these, if I have 3 sheets, so that's 6 to a book. 3 signatures, 3 papers, 3 papers, 2 signatures together, and then we'll glue in on top of the papers junk stuff. Okay, so if I put 3 in each, that means I need 6 for each. So there's 1. Okay, I'm going to fold paper for a minute, guys. 1. This is just cardstock that you get at let me move it to the side, and then we're going to cut it. So I have to cut these down, but I'm folding them in half. Okay, so we're going to need 6 for each full book. 3 in each signature. Okay, so there's 1. And this is just the cardstock. I get this at Michael's and Hobby Lobby. You can get it for like $2 for 50 sheets when they're on sale. Good price on this. So I'm going to make 1 here to test. Okay. If y'all have questions, put it in caps. No, but Iffy is. Oh, Iffy's milking a goat? Okay. I must have missed who's milking a goat. Hey, Tiffy. Anybody else new here? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I just tweeted your Digi for today. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Eileen, a lot of us are doing Inktober. Eileen's doing Digitober. I don't know if there is such a thing, but she's making it a thing. And she does awesome Halloween digis. Eileen, our enabler elf. Okay, so 3, I don't know if I could cut 3 at a time, probably cut 2 at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these down to 4 by 8, which that's this size. Okay, so I got my cutter here, my big mama jama cutter. And we're going to put some of this scrapbook paper leftovers in here as well. But I want a couple of bases, like some blank paper to have some play with. So I'm going to take 2 at a time, which means that's like 4 sheets together. Let's see if I can cut that at the same time. Okay, it's probably, I could do it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to jam my cutter up for no reason, because I'm cutting 2 at a time, right? So 4 by 8. So let me just whack these down real quick, guys. Okay, let me just kind of mess that up. Not that it matters, it's a junk journal. 4 by 8. These are going to be on the inside. Okay, these are going to be on the inside, 3 in each one. Okay, so there's 3. Let's do these 3. 4. I'm cutting an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I folded it in half. And now I'm cutting that down to 4 by 8 to fit in the 8 by 8 pieces of paper that we already had. That's a good size. 4 by 8 is a good size for a little Dory, right? Okay, so 1 more. So, I'll show you how easy it is to add things into it. Now, let me set this down here. Straighten up this. Don't throw away the bone folder. Okay, so now we have 3 pieces of 4 by 8 stacked inside of each other. 3 stacked inside of each other. Now we're going to take 2 covers. Here's this one. And we're going to put our papers inside. Okay. I'm going to take another one and put our papers inside. Oh, the other thing I do want to say though, and if it bothers you, just to let you know this, that when you stack, especially cardstock, this is heavyweight card, you know, it's like 90 pound at least cardstock. When you put it inside of itself like 3 or more times, you're going to get it, see how it sticks out like that? Because of the bulk of it. That doesn't bother me, okay? Because junk journals and things like that, the wonkier they are, the funner they are, in my opinion. But just so that FYI, if you want to put cut cardstock in a cardstock or heavyweight, you know, paper or anything, that it will stick out if you get more, you know, start getting 3. See how it's sticking out on the edge? I'm going to leave it because I want it to be kind of junky. But just so you know, okay, hang on guys, my messages didn't scroll. Okay, I missed some of y'all's messages for about 3 minutes because it didn't lock in. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take this, okay, and this, and I'm opening it to the middle. And again, you could use the pretty stretchy string. I'm just going to use rubber bands, but if you win this, feel free to, you know, do whatever you want with it. But I'm going to open it to the middle of this one and to the middle of this one. Now I'm going to put them together and just rubber band them at the spine. Again, you don't have to use a rubber band. You could use that pretty stretchy string, okay? So there we go. So see how it works? See how the signatures are? See how that is? And again, you could use baker's twine, ribbon. If you use ribbon or even the stretchy string and leave the tags hanging down. That's what I did on my Adorables, is I left those long stretchy strings and I attached all that junk to it. The little feather charms and all that hanging off of it is because that stretchy string was hanging off of it. Or you could do the same thing with ribbon or whatever. If you just use rubber bands, and there's nothing, obviously nothing hanging down. Now again, you can attach as many of these as you want. Just attach the next one to the next one in the middle. Just add another string or another rubber band. Attach that one to that one, that one. You could make this as thick, as big as you wanted, like you saw my Adorable. I just didn't use rubber bands. I used the stretchy string. Okay, does that make sense? Anybody got any questions on that? Okay. And then you can use a pretty something to hold it closed. Now we're going to add more stuff in here, but I just want you to see where we're going with it. Okay. So I'm going to make I'm going to make a couple more like this, and then we're going to add stuff in. So let me spend a few minutes just cutting the paper down and making these and answering any questions you have. And then we're going to go in here and add fun stuff inside. Okay? All right. So let me get my paper cutter back up here. Oh, wait. No, I got to fold first. All right. So I'm going to fold 6 more. I don't know how much cardstock I have here yet either, but we'll keep working as long as we have supplies. We're also going to add scrapbook. Okay, that's another thing I want to show you. So you can, where'd it go? So you can also, because it's just a rubber band in there, let's just say you liked, this bag. Well, it's kind of big. Let's fold it. Okay. Let's say you like this and you want it in here. All you have to do, as long as it's got a seam in it, you just open up your rubber band and throw it in. See? So you can add as much junk as you want. And you can add other rubber bands. So just because these are holding each other together doesn't mean you can't just open the book at a random place. Add another rubber band. Add another rubber band to your spine. You could add one on every single page if you want. And, you know, take your paper. And you can add another, just tuck things in, see? So everything can be attached just with your rubber bands. How many pages per signature are you doing? Terry L., I'm putting 3 pieces of cardstock. 3 pieces of cardstock in each one. I'm putting 2 together as one book. Although you can add as many as you want. But I'm going to do a couple of giveaways, so I'm just going to make a couple here so you can kind of get the idea. Okay? And you add your own stuff. Well, I don't know if we're going to have time to glue things or what, but we'll see. I'm at least going to tuck in some things like this, right? If you want to glue it in or whatever, it's probably just as easy. Am I making sense? Okay, let's keep crack-a-lacking. All right, so I got 2. You can add as many as you want. And you can make this, you saw how thick my faux dory was, my dory bowl. You can make it that thick. That's my personal one. I have my list. It's like my, if I want to take it with me kind of thing. If it's kind of like my planner. I don't have any dates in there. I don't do planners in the sense of, I'm going to keep talking while I'm working. I don't do any kind of planner dating things. Like I don't date things. If I need to get something done, I write it on a Post-it note. When that thing gets done, the Post-it note goes in the trash. Or if I have my birthday list, as I mail them out, I check it off and I put that in my birthday book. But I don't do dates like, today I got this to do, today I got to finish this. I don't do that. That's just me. It just does not work for me. I told y'all before how I did it for a year where I wrote down everything I did. This was before planners, you know. I mean, it's not before like, you know, date books, but it was before the planner craze. And I tried to, you know, keep track of everything I did, and I did it for a year and drove myself crazy. I could not wait for that year to be over. And I did it in a big 12 by 12 binder. In a decorative, I took a 12 by 12 binder. I'm going to keep working while I talk. I did it in a 12 by 12 binder, one of the, you know, Project Life binders, the big 12 by 12 one. And I used a calendar. I used a 12 by 12 calendar and decorated basic grade 12 by 12 papers, maybe a huge 12 by 12. I keep saying 12 by 12. It was a big Mama Jamba. 12 by 12 planner for a year and wrote down everything I did. Oh my God. By the time October got here, I was going to thank God that it was only 3 months. I was so tired of planning. I couldn't stand it. That's just me, guys. A lot of people it works for. I mean, look at Miss Vicky B. Oh my gosh, she's like she's to me the planner queen. I can't do it. I just can't. So, all right, so there's these. So there's 6 for 3 in this one, and I'll put it together in a minute. I mean, I'll rubber band it in a minute. So there's 3 pieces of cardstock, and it's going to go in one of these. 3 more. Go in another one. Okay, and then we'll hook these 2 together, and we got another book. Again, if you don't want your pages that are the cardstock, the heavier weight cardstock, it's going to start building up on itself, and that's why it sticks out. So if you don't want anything sticking out, then you need to trim this a little smaller than 4 inches, 3 1/4 or whatever, so it doesn't stick out. That's totally up to you. So there's that one. Okay, I'm going to keep rolling here, guys. So if y'all have any questions, just ask while I'm folding and cutting. Again, I'm going to do this probably for a few more minutes till I get these books together. Then we'll start another segment on adding stuff to it. Oh, and I just did something that reminds me to, I don't always remember to do it, but when you fold, especially a heavy piece of cardstock, if you're not scoring, ideally you want to score your papers before folding if you want them perfect. I don't care about that, especially in a junk journal, but you know, you want to score things if you want it, you know, perfectly folded. But the other thing, if you don't do that, line it up, you know, make sure that you hold it in the middle, okay, and look at your points, make sure it's good. Then what you do, you take your bone folder and crease it in the middle and go left to right like that. If you take a piece of paper and you start over here it's going to come out wonky. It'll come out, you're going to fold it wonky. So if you get it right on the edge and start in the middle and then go side to side, then your points stay lined up. Well, if you take a little bit more time than what I'm doing. But that's just a little hint there to do that and go left to right rather than just starting on the edge and scoring it and folding it all the way down, because then they'll come out wonky. So if you just make sure that hold it tight there and then dent it in the middle and go left to right. Okay. So I am going to have to go get some more hot coffee in a minute because my throat. I'll finish this segment. Let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's one more book. Okay, let me do 5 more here. That'll make us 2 more books. Where's my boom? What did Marilyn say? Or artist? Cherry Trouble said so. I mean, what are y'all congratulating? I got to know what y'all are congratulating people on. Put it in caps. I want to know what the congratulations. Congratulations are in order for something. Tell Marilyn we live vicariously through her exploits. Spill it, Marilyn. Pilot. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need 2 more. Marilyn's hoping to see somebody on Saturday. Do I hear wedding bells? It's like I think it's from Liberty Valance. That's Hubster's one of his favorite movies. Do I hear wedding bells, Mr. Editor? She met a hot guy. Well, I figured. That's why I said, did I hear? Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, wait. Now I got to cut. What am I talking about here? I got into the chat here. So 4 by 8. Let me cut these down. So I'm trying to get a couple books made here, guys. And we'll do a giveaway. We'll give away 2. As long as I got some mods here to help me. Herd the cats. Herd cats. That's like what it is to do a giveaway around here. It's herding cats. Okay, that's 6. That's 1 more. And again, I need to really score that well, but I'm kind of, as usual, we're rocking and rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's move my pile of paper here. Put 1 more together. 1, 2, 3, cover. 1, 2, 3 in the cover, and that'll be another one. Okay, we'll put this together in a minute. Okay, because I still have 4 more here. Well, actually, that's 2 more books. Okay, so let me cut down 1 more here. I got 6 more here ready. I'm determined to get this done. See, I work it, girls. We work it to get this done. Get her done. And I still have to do my Inktober for the day, and I'm working on a portrait commission. I do have permission to work on it on show, but I just haven't had time to actually work on it on show. But I will show you how far I've come along on it. I want to finish it by this weekend. So in case y'all don't know, I do commission portraits. I've shown a lot of my portrait drawings here. And I started becoming a slacker on doing YouTube shout-out people. I did quite a few of them. I think I did about 10. And then I haven't done any for a while. Okay, so here we go. So 1, 2, 3, and a cover. 1, 2, 3, and a cover. And those two will go together. So I'm putting 2 signatures together per book. Okay. All right, so I got 1 more to go. So let me go ahead and cut 6 more. Fold and cut 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and again, I really need to re-bone fold those. I mean, get it nice and crisp if you really want to. Okay. All right, let's cut these down. 4 by 8. Again, you can make these any size you want. I'm just kind of going on the faux dory look here. 4 by 8. Okay, now I can move my cutter. Get rid of all this. Of all your portraits, your yes, I know. Of course, Julie. Julie's grands are her favorite portraits. 1, 2, 3, and a cover. 1, 2, 3, and a cover. And those two will go together. Okay, let me kind of make sure. I kind of want a focal point on each one. Like this one has a focal point. This one's got a bird. And those two will be good together. I'm trying to see here. This one and this one probably goes together. These two really don't have focal points, but they're pretty. Let's see what I do with this one. What's on the cover of this one? Yeah, those two. Okay, this one, I think I'm going to separate these two because this one is more of a focal point. So these two can go together, and then this one can go with the bird. Okay. All right. So now we have we got 5 books. Okay. So before I'm going to put these together in a minute, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. It's an hour and 45 minutes or so. I'm going to stop this recording, take a quick break, get some hot coffee, and we'll start another part where now we're going to put these together and then add junk journal to them, add junk to them, and we'll give away 2 of them. And then I'll save some for other giveaways. I only can give away so much a week, guys, you know, because I do not exclude international. But when I do international, I have to keep that in mind as far as my postage goes. So, but I don't exclude Australia, Canada, UK, anywhere. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. And if you're watching this on YouTube, keep in mind I am going to be doing a couple of big giveaways on YouTube. Anybody that watches and subscribes, thank you, Marilyn, for being my cheerleader over there. Marilyn's over on YouTube all the time going, subscribe, subscribe. So thank you, Marilyn. And so anyway, I will be doing some giveaways for YouTube as well. And so I don't want to exclude you guys watching the recordings. And thanks everybody for being here live. I'm not leaving you guys here on Ustream. I'm just going to take a break and we'll restart the recording. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'll